Now guys, in another one today, we really want to talk to you about a very hot topic. And this one is about buying house back in Jamaica. Now, for the few people who really want to go back to Jamaica and actually enjoy Jamaica, them actually want to go back and have somewhere where them can stay. And apart from that, them have somewhere where them can rent short term. For the few people who actually want to go back, go retire, where them just done in America, them done in Canada, them done in England, or wherever you're doing in the world. You just done it, you just decide to say, hey, listen, we just want to go back to Jamaica with everything we accumulate or acquired and just have fun. Enjoy the island, enjoy the culture, enjoy the food and the music. This video are for you. Now, I find a guy that will give you a good breakdown of what it will basically cost in order to have a house at Jamaica. And we're going to take a look on it today. So again guys, please stick around for this one because definitely this one is going to be a good one. See you guys on the other side. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Check Yourself JA. My name is Andre, and as usual, if you're stopping by for the first time, please consider subscribing. And while you're at it, just go ahead, smash that like button for me. I would really appreciate it. Also, remember to hit that post notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Now guys, without further delay, let's jump into the video.
Let me know if you've heard this before. Buy a house is going to be the best investment that you will ever make. But right now in Jamaica, the prices for real estate are climbing. They're sky high. And with banks charging anywhere from 8 to 9% on homes, do you really think this is a good investment or is it really just a liability? So to answer this question, I'm going to break down the cost of a $25 million home in Jamaica. We're going to talk about the bank fees, we're going to talk about the interest rate, we're going to talk about the monthly repayment, and just overall, is this really the investment that people make it out to be? Alright, so we bought a house for 25 million Jamaican dollars.
Nice.
For the deposit for homes, it's usually 5 to 10%, but we're going to do a 10% deposit. So that means you'd have to come out of pocket 2.5 million Jamaican dollars just for the deposit to secure this property with your lender or whoever is selling this unit. So by being on a Jamaican salary, this is going to be a lot to save initially. But you've made your plan, you've made investments, and now you have your 2.5 million Jamaican dollars to pay your deposit for this house. Now, all of this is generally what people think goes into purchasing a property. They generally say, if I have 10% of the value of the home, then that means I only have to come out of pocket 2.5 million Jamaican dollars and I'm good. Get the rest from a bank and that's it. You have the home turnover into your hands. But this isn't how it works. That isn't all of it.
Now, as usual guys, before we kick off any of my videos, you know me have to give respect to the content creator. Now, big up to Demetrius because him really give a good breakdown of what it takes or what it would cost to buy a house in Jamaica. Now, as usual, whether I agree with him or I disagree with him, I still have to give him respect. So definitely big up to Demetrius. You can go over there and check out his channel because he really have some good videos. So make we jump into it. This is for the people who really say they want to go back to Jamaica to live, or they want to buy a piece of property at Jamaica, or they even want to buy a vacation house, somewhere where they can visit every now and then. So make we start with 25 million Jamaican dollars. So based on the rate of exchange, that $25 million, I got put us somewhere about 156,000 US dollar. And I think that's achievable for most Jamaicans living in the US today. Now, if you live anywhere near New York, New Jersey, California, Boston, you know that's impossible. You know that's impossible. Anywhere near Washington, Florida, you can't get nothing for $156,000. In good condition, that is. $156,000, guys. You think it's hard to achieve? You think that is too much for ours for paying up on a house, especially for 30 years? I don't think so. I think a lot of Jamaicans can actually get it. So, we can move on to the next part. Now, we can take a look on the down payment, which is 10%. Now, clearly, it's expensive at Jamaica, but here in the US, that would have been $15,600. Guys, come on. The whole of we can come up with $15,600, especially if you're going to buy the house at Jamaica. Now, bring it back to the US. When we take a look on down payment in the US, $15,600 cannot put down on a house, even if we're doing 3%. So only get what me I try to say. A lot of these numbers sound high in Jamaica, but when we actually do the translation here in the US, I think it's achievable. So when we look on the numbers in Jamaica, it is definitely high. But when we look on it from here in the US, I think it is achievable. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but I'm just gonna say it's achievable. So we can continue to look and see what we have, and then we'll break it down some more. Alright?
We have the 2.5 million Jamaican dollars that we have to pay as the 10% deposit. And also, we have the 2.43 million Jamaican dollars that are closing costs. So in reality, instead of coming out 10% out of pocket, you're coming out to around 20% out of pocket, which brings your overall closing cost to roughly, approximately 5 million Jamaican dollars. So
That
the
tough for
5
Jamaicans.
million Jamaican dollars you would have to spend out of pocket in order to secure this $25 million home. So I don't know about you, but I know about me. To come out of pocket 5 million Jamaican dollars, that is pretty expensive. And the average Jamaican won't have this cash to secure this $25 million property. And if you look at the current market right now, $25 million is what they classify as a starter home.
Ooh.
This is supposed to be the home that young professionals should purchase in order to start their roots, and then chances are they will build on it in the future. So this is a big sacrifice to me.
So hold on. Now I'm start add some more numbers to it. So remember, the first number was 15,600. And that was just a down payment. So now we're going to add some more numbers to it. And that are the lawyer, that are the fees, the GCT tax, the this tax, the application fee, closing costs. And that's going to bring it up to 31,200. Now, again, yes, it's kind of tight, but me think we can afford to do it. Again, as him say, that is very hard for the average Jamaican. And me understand it. Because a quote $5 million to a Jamaican, that's not easy. When you compare 31,200 for a Jamaican achieve that here in the US, it's tougher when you talk about $5 million for a Jamaican to achieve that in Jamaica. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. A starter home in Jamaica is more like a housing scheme or a gated community. And me not see nothing really wrong with the fact say we can go back home and buy something in a gated community or even in a housing scheme. I mean, some people might concern about the safety, but a starter home is a starter home. Just keep that in mind. It is not one of the luxury house on the hill, and it is not that. It's a starter home. So it's something you can actually go down and acquire, and then you can do your little addition and do your little thing after. Different thing we talk about, but just keep that in mind.
But we haven't reached the sweet spot yet. So let's talk about the monthly payment. So chances are the bank is going to give you 8% or a 9% rate on your loan that you're going to have to repay to them.
That's
now,
heavy.
For
That's big.
8% loan at 30 years to repay,
Mhm.
each month you're going to have to pay around 165,000 Jamaican dollars monthly. And if you're going to do the same
1,000
30
US.
years to repay at 9.5% interest rate, you're going to have to come out of pocket around 190,000 Jamaican dollars per month.
No, this is when we understand say it will get a little tough because you already live in another country and you have to pay your little bills and you have to pay your mortgage or you have to pay your rent, you have to pay your little car payment. So it will kind of tough for actually send $1,000 to Jamaica every month. Me understand that, me get that. That yes, sir, I wait get tight. Yes, sir, I wait take look at planning. But if we actually bump up the down payment, if we put a little more for the down payment, it will definitely bring down the mortgage. So make we keep looking.
So here's what I think a lot of people don't talk about. They say that you're building equity in this house or in your real estate, and you really are. But will you sell though? Because if you don't sell, then you're not realizing the actual profit. You're not realizing your investment. It's only valuable on paper. And let's not forget the hidden costs that comes along with owning a home. So let's think about if you had bought a home when we experienced burial. You buy a home and you're paying your mortgage. You barely make ends meet, but you're paying your mortgage because a home is very important to you. And then burial come and destroy your roof, or burial come and destroy some windows, or you just destroy one room, or you experience leak in your roof and stuff like that. That's additional money that you didn't have, that you're going to have to use to take care of this emergency and this expense. Because If you are just renting and the roof get destroyed, the most
Okay.
inconvenience is going to cause you is just to look another property. But looking at another property is nowhere as expensive as fixing a
Okay, I
roof.
see what's happening.
And these things happen. Homes need maintenance. Home needs repairs. These things come up yearly and they add up to a lot of money for maintenance.
Now, right as we can clearly tell say him try to say, is owning a home a liability or is it an asset? Because the mere fact him say, you know, it's expensive for repairs, and if hurricane come and blow off the roof, or if it start leak or repairs or insurance, and then him say, or is it better than renting? So that I tell me say him basically compare the two of them. Now when we look at it from somebody owning it here in the US, again, maybe somewhere you want to go home, go retire to. Maybe you work 25 years and you know say 4 or 5 years out, you go start to buy a local property so you can actually start put it in action, especially if it's a starter home and you want to do local renovation to it. Perfect plan. Because at this point, you're not thinking about, oh, is it a liability? Do we have to pay bills and keep it? It's better than rent, or is it better to own it? That is one scenario. Another one can be maybe you live here and you rent it short term. But when you go to Jamaica, you don't really want to stay at a hotel. You don't really want to stay at people's house. You don't really want to stay at family house. So you go at your own property. So while you're not there, it is a short-term rental while you're here and you can make money off it. If the numbers add up, because let's say you're not in the right location, let's say the mortgage is too high, that way you will not cover the mortgage. So I understand that part of it too. So again, different scenario fit different people. Not everybody want the same thing. Not everybody look at a property in Jamaica as the same. So it's what worked for you. So go ahead guys, you tell me what you think. What do you think when it comes to owning a home back in Jamaica? Is it somewhere you see yourself 5, 6, 7 years out, you start make preparation in Jamaica for own something? So at least when you're done, 6, 7 years from now, it's done. You just go home. You know, you take all your Roth IRA, your 401k, your retirement, your social security, and put all of that at Jamaica. And you just live off of that. Because again, you don't have a paid off house because you did a plan for it 6, 7 years up the line. And that would have just worked sweet for you. Or is it a case where you want to have it at Jamaica since you go travel back and forth every year or twice a year and you want to bring in an extra income? Because for you, it's kind of easier to buy real estate in Jamaica in regards to buying it here in the US. So you can start get your foot wet in the real estate game. You know, tell me what you think. Tell me what kind of plans you have. Tell me if you are the type of person who want to go back to Jamaica go live. And again, we know some people decide to them not go back to Jamaica go live, and them have a big fear when it comes to them being safe. And me not wrong them, and me understand. You understand? So tell me what you think. So go ahead and just let me know your experience. It would be really nice to know that. And we will definitely communicate inside the comment section. Now, once again, guys, we have come to the end of another video. So if you found value in this video, please go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. Or better yet, if you know someone that might find value in this video, please go ahead and share. Now again guys, as usual, be safe and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.